let me just go ahead and wrap up then, and just a couple of additional comments. So hopefully you saw some of the interesting opportunities that that we have with our Whin colleagues in the community here, and some of the infrastructure and related things that Dennis and Andrew shared, as well as then some of the grant opportunities that Brad touched on. Looks like we do have a question. So Jane Frankenberger is asking, how were farmers recruited, and could any that cared to participate sign up? And I think that, Johnny, that seems to be a Whin related question. So could you or one of your colleagues maybe address that?
Sure. So these farmers, so again, the main thing that we're trying to push forward to farmers is that Whin is a nonprofit organization. We've been charged to accelerate the adoption of IoT in our region, and ultimately making this region a global leader of IoT in ag and manufacturing. So, so we look for progressively minded who are willing to adopt these technologies as we vet and give them a heavy discount on those technologies. So those again, typically it's a word of mouth. Our folks are at Ag Extension has helped to also identify some progressive farmers, but mainly is through kind of word of mouth, our networks, etc. And I'm not sure what the second question is. Could you clarify what the second part of the question is?
I'm sorry, I just wondered if there was a selection process that only a certain number were able to participate, or if all were invited. I wasn't sure how much they have to fund the operations on their own farm too. Thank you.
Sure. Yep. And so as a member, and we do, I think it's an important piece that we believe in the skin in the game. And so they do pay $500 a year to be a member, right? And so we're really seriously minded, progressive growers who are willing to adopt these technologies. And as they join, again, they agree also that Whin will have access to all the data that's been produced by products and services that were introduced by us for research and education purposes.
So even though it's not the purpose of this meeting, any introductions to progressive farmers, we would love to reach out and talk with them. We're continuing to expand our alliance.
Mm-hmm. And we know that there are about 2 million acres in our region, and we have covered 140,000 acres so far. And it'd be great to get 500,000 or even a million acre level where a lot of those farmers are participating in this living lab.
Thanks, Johnny and Jack. Any other questions? I do have one thing that I need to advertise again. So if there's some questions, please type those or unmute yourself in a moment. But I did want to mention that hopefully most of you in the College of Agriculture or the Polytechnic have seen the opportunity for some lightning talks that we'll do later in January, and opportunities for some small discussion groups before competing for joint agriculture polytechnic small seed grants. So my sense is that many of the things that we touched on today would make excellent opportunities to find common interests around some of those. So these seed grants will require a faculty member from agriculture, a faculty member from the Polytechnic, who have not worked together in the past. So we're looking to forge new partnerships, and we'll seed those at about $30,000 per project, and we're anticipating probably 3 to 4 of those will be funded. So again, some great opportunities to sort of put into practice some of the things that we touched on today. Mm-hmm. Let me again remind you that Renee will get the slides out to those that were on the meeting today. So do follow up with Johnny and the Whin group, follow up with Dennis and Andrew on some of the internal Whin opportunities, with Aaron around the Ag Data Services opportunities, And as always, Brad is available to help with all things grants. So, hopefully that you'll take advantage of these connections if you had not made those prior to today. And if you did have those connections, just to reinforce that this is a great group to collaborate and find opportunities to work together on. Again, thank you for joining us today. We'll look forward to future success that builds from some of the information you learned today, and have a great rest of the week and a great break here coming up. Thanks.